So now that you've been a real estate investor for a couple of years, but let's go back in time. Let's talk about how did you find your first deal?
So I was working with a partner, and we had a lead come across, and it was kind of crazy because we were mostly marketing the foreclosures, but this was a loan modification that came across. And I was thinking to myself, all right, I've got my script ready. I've got all the things I know about foreclosure and how I can work with the seller on this to talk to them through and get the process down. And then comes along a loan modification. And I wasn't really too sure about what I was going to say with them because there's not as much distress there. I think his thing is that he refinanced, but then he had something going on with his family where they wanted to get a new house and he was looking to sell this house. So he wanted to just get rid of it and then take some of that to move on to the next property.
What was the challenge with that particular deal that you faced? You got under contract. What was the challenge putting that property under contract?
The challenge initially was figuring out a good number for him. And this was really where I didn't know how to be creative. So I had to come in at the 70% of what the property was worth, minus the repairs, all of that. And I wanted to present that offer to him, and he was asking for this much. And I'm trying to, exactly, he's asking so much more for what we would be willing to offer to him.
So when you end up did you close that deal?
Yes. Yeah.
How much did you end up paying for it?
So our initial contract with him was $227, and we wholesaled this off for $253. So we made $26,000 on the profit.
How long?
2 months.
2 months.
Right.
So how much money did you make off of that property?
$26,000. So, and I split that. So I made personally 13. But that was something where I took that money because I was living off of oatmeal at the time, right? So when I started this, and I know we can get into that as it goes, but I was living on oatmeal. You know, I was 25. I had cashed out my 401k from the W-2, and I put it into the networking program. And I think that was something where I just wanted to grind it out, you know, and I wanted to take that step and do the dirty work for it to get there. So that $13,000 really was something that helped me kind of stabilize myself, but also I didn't have to feel in like a desperation mode.